Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bitumele Makoboshiani, the creator of the Beast Bird Budget, your sister in budgeting, and of course the self-appointed personal finance activist. To my returning subscribers, welcome, and if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. Alright, so today guys, I want to talk about soft life. Tips on how I have started. I think I'm in my soft life era, and I'm not even lying. I am legit in my soft girl era, and I am loving it for myself. So I wanted to share tips with you friends on how you can also get into your soft girl era. And to the gentlemen, I think this can also help you out a bit. Okay, so I want to first define soft life. So the dictionary says it's a life where you don't carry unnecessary burdens, you receive comfortably, and you allow others to help you. You have a plan, and my definition is your life is balanced and you are financially stable, you're not in debt. Even if there is a bit of debt there, but things are not really, but you are in your soft girl era. You get it? So that is my definition. Like, your decisions leave you feeling free, because you're now putting yourself first and all of those things. But guys, I don't usually do videos like this. I don't usually do sit downs on femininity or even these kind of topics. I usually do personal finance and a bit of vlogs here and there. But I have experienced so much, such a wonderful experience. I have had such a wonderful experience of soft life that I decided to share the things that I had to go and do where I knew that I desired soft life. So these are the tips that I did. Listen in, friends. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I scheduled time for myself. And this is not free time, it is me time. This is time where I focus solely on the things that bring me joy, the things that I love, like reading, going out on a solo date to a restaurant of my choice, eating the food of my choice, not having to go to somewhere else where no, this is scheduled time for me. So reading a book, driving around listening to loud music or whatever, but it is me time, and it is time that I scheduled to make sure that I enjoy and I discover myself, trying to find myself again. It is also a part of knowing yourself. Is also part of soft life. And then the second thing is I decided that I didn't have to struggle. I don't have to struggle with anything. I've gotten to a place where I don't mind paying for convenience, but also being able to take care of my money as well as I want to, like taking care, enjoying my money, but taking care of it, and also like paying for convenience. Like, I don't have to struggle to reach the goals that I want to reach. There's a saying that goes, work smart, not hard, and I have adopted that. I have adopted rest, having access to things that will make me accomplish my goals easier without striving and all of that. So that is what I have intentionally decided to do. And guys, one thing about soft life, it's going to require you to be very intentional. With each of these steps, you're going to be very intentional, and you're going to have to define everything for yourself, like everything. So if you are still with me, click on the like button. It helps with the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, honey, aren't we friends? Please subscribe. Anyway, the tip number 3 is let go of unnecessary burdens and protect your peace. So how do you often let going, guys? It's simply leaving the thing alone. And then the other thing is how do you protect your peace? I've gotten a revelation of asking myself this question. Actually, I was going through something and the Holy Spirit said to me, can you change it? I said, no, I can't. And then he said, but do you know someone that can change it? I said, yes. And then I trusted God and I let go. So maybe you have things that you find yourself, situations that you find yourself in. You need to ask yourself these two questions. Can I change it? And if you cannot change it, let it go. Do you know someone else that can change it for you? And if you do, be free to get help, guys. And if you can get the load lightened from you, you know, as long as you can get help and you can get the load lightened from you, do that. Protect yourself, go to higher power if you have to go to higher power. Trust and believe, have faith. If you know, like there's a scripture that says, if you ask anything in my name, it will be given unto you. So I'll actually find it and I'll link it and I'll write it on the screen. And you have to believe that there is a higher power fighting for you, a higher power protecting you. It could be anything. It could be Christianity or whatever it is that you believe in. Anyway, a fourth point is that let people help you. If you ever find yourself in a setting where people are actually able to help and their intentions are clear and they genuinely want to help, they genuinely want to be there for you, I say go for it. Let people help you. Don't let the fear of being backstabbed or of people letting you down stop you from actually asking for help. If you can ask for help, but make sure that you're asking for help from the right people. Be vulnerable and get help. You don't always have to be Superwoman or Superman and do things yourself. Sometimes in order to experience soft life, and you are a CEO, you are a boss, or you are someone in authority and you're in charge, you are going to have to learn to delegate. You don't have to do everything yourself. Yes, you have tasks that are assigned to you, but everything doesn't have to be done by you. So you can let other people do the doing also, you know, delegate. That is why there's different departments, so that we can delegate. Are you still with me? While I sip on my drink, like and subscribe. Anyway, number 5 is stop trying to be the hero. You know, in my past friendships and relationships, I don't know whether do I think I'm a psychologist or Superman or am I a therapist or whatever, but I tend to always try and help people. Like I find projects in people. And I noticed that most of my friendships and my previous relationship were based on me trying to help, you know. Therefore, I lost myself. So if you are going to pursue the soft life, you are going to have to be a little bit selfish about yourself. You are going to have to focus more on self, on rescuing yourself, on healing yourself, on fixing yourself rather than fixing everybody else around you. Because how can you fix you know, most oftentimes when you are trying to fix people, you lose the happiness and the joy yourself. Like you lose the fun of things. And I found that in my previous relationship, that because I was trying to be Bob the builder or Bob the fixer or whatever I was trying to do, is we lost the fun in the relationship. Like it was no longer fun, because now I am here, I'm trying to fix, I'm here with the spanner and I'm trying to fix and rescue or heal or whatever, where I am neglecting my own feelings, I am neglecting my own happiness, I'm neglecting my own joy, I'm neglecting my own fun because I am fixing this person. And then also, just a side note, if you are in a relationship, you need to get to a place, if you are going to experience soft life, have a life outside of your partner's life, so that you can get to enjoy the things that you love. Yes, sometimes you want to share the most fun moments with your partner, you want to go out with your partner and all of that, but do not let that sharing of your moments hold you back from enjoying your life without them whilst you're still in the relationship. Because now you are losing the fun to your own life, because now you're waiting for so and so to go to the movies, you're waiting on so and so to go do whatever makes you happy. Focus on yourself. That is the other tip for soft life. And then prioritize your joy. You know, like things don't always have to be deep in relationships or in friendships. Sometimes things are meant to be easy and flowy and fun. Yes, we say I want my partner to help me solve problems, but things don't always have to be deep. Like, that's all I want to say. Let them flow, let things flow. That is how you're going to get to soft life. Okay, and then number 6 is you prioritize your joy. Guys, be extremely intentional about being joyful. You know, I think when we find ourselves at a place where we're not joyful, or we don't possess the spirit of joy, or the fruit of joy, the fruit of the spirit, which is joy, which then comes with peace, it comes with self-control, it comes with gratitude. So if we do not look at joy, we do not pursue joy actively or prioritize being joyful, it is like an insult in God's face, because he wants us to be joyful. He wants us to be to have all the joy in the world. Like, I mean, he wouldn't have put it there if he didn't want it for ourselves, for us. So I don't think we take it as seriously as he does, but you know, just indulge in things that makes you happy, the things that makes you smile, the things that brighten your day. What makes your day? What makes your day? Indulge in those things. It could be dancing, again, playing loud music. Like I always say, when I get into my car and I'm playing music and I'm driving, I always say, this makes me so happy. It's like God knew that me having a car and playing music is going to be so freeing, and it is really freeing, singing out loud at the top of my voice, and you know, just enjoying that time to myself in the car. It brings me so much joy. Reading brings me joy. Eating chocolate, like, do the things, indulge in the things that make you happy in order to get that soft life, you know. And guys, with all these soft life tips, it all depends on what is your definition of soft life. You know, other people look at soft life and monetize it. Other people look at soft life and they materialize it. But when I look at soft life, yes, sometimes I look at it and I materialize it, because I'm like, I'm in my soft girl era. I want a man that buys me flowers. I want a man that, but when I look deep within, soft life has been doing these things and choosing myself. It is basically saying, I am deserving of soft life. It's like God's grace. It's unearned, it's unmerited. You deserve it. You do not have to be worthy to a certain standard in order to receive soft life, in order to live a soft life, in order to be in your soft life era. You just need to pursue and run after soft life, and you are going to get it. And be intentional and define it for yourself. What is it to you, you know? And just believe that you are worthy of receiving it, and then once you feel like you're worthy of receiving the soft life, you are going to start to reject the things that are not aligning with where you wanted to go. And here is tip number 7 is you need to be kind to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Do you know that you speak more to yourself than anybody else? So you need to be affirming of yourself. Even if you can get your affirmations put up in your room, like my affirmations, I have them behind me. It's in a frame, and it's all the promises of God, you know, the promises that he has given us. I have 15 of them, and that to me is my affirmations. Every day I sit and I speak about it, you know, I go about, I indulge in it, because that for me is my affirmation, you know, and it really helps a lot. So do that, affirm yourself, speak to yourself nicely, and immediately that you feel that a negative thought is coming, capture it and rather say out loud the positive opposite of what was negative. Like, for example, I am ugly. Okay, people don't often think that, do they? Okay, I don't know. I've never felt like that, praise God. Anyway, maybe you thinking, I am not loved, then immediately you speak over a promise. You get a verse in the Bible where God is telling you how much he loves you. For example, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Immediately you think that, you think, I am the world and God loved me. Depending on where you are getting your affirmation from, use that and access that, use it, and it will help you stay affirmed. And then number 8, this is a bonus one, is you need to choose beauty. Guys, there's something about being beautiful on the outside that makes you feel good on the inside. It boosts your confidence, and you are just in your soft girl era, when you are feeling all pretty, all confident, all glowy, because even if you go to a place with nice scenery, you are dressed nice, you also feel good about life, and that is soft life. I don't know what soft life is to you. Maybe you can put down in the comment section what is your definition of soft life, but that is my definition of soft life, and these are the tips and steps that I have taken to achieve the soft life and the peace that I currently have at this moment. And guys, it is a good place to be. It is amazing. It is healthy for my mental health, for my health, and for the people around me. So if you have watched this far, leave down a comment below for me, like for the algorithm, and obviously subscribe. I'm gonna be friends. Okay guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Wow.